The landmark international climate agreement in Paris, France last December has been open for signatures at the United Nations headquarters in New York City. The agreement was adopted by 196 countries that participated in the 21st session of the Conference of the Parties to the UN Framework Convention on Climate Change in the French capital. Signing for the Philippines was Environmental Secretary Ramon Paje. The signing ceremony is made more significant as the world observes Earth Day today. More details, Obando.
Trees for the Earth, let's get planting. This is the international message of the 2016 Earth celebration to push humanity's commitment for climate change adaptation. Today, Environment Secretary Ramon Paje will represent President Aquino for the formal signing of the UN Framework Convention on Climate Change in New York, adopted by over 150 nations in Paris, France last year. The set accord aims greenhouse emissions to reduce the ill effects of climate change by setting goals to contain global warming. As one of 20 nations most vulnerable to the impact of climate change, President Aquino pledged the Philippines' commitment to reduce its carbon emissions by 70% for the next 30 years. The Philippines is one with a global community of holding warming well below 2 degrees Celsius. Climate Change Commission Secretary Guzman stressed it's a huge challenge to meet these goals to ensure sustainable growth. The current El Nino is just one of many climate events which has affected the country's growth in recent years.
Ang pagbabago ng klima ay hindi natin mapipigilan. Ito ay dapat natin maunawaan. Kaya ika nga, the best way to beat climate change is through informed planning. Ang pagtatayo natin ng mga infrastruktura ay dahil sa tamang kalkulasyon, tamang plano, at nasa lugar na hindi ito tatamaan ng anumang sakuna. Oo nga po, umuunlad ang ating bayan. Subalit, hindi po pwede ang ating pagunlad ay ikasisira naman ang ating kalikasan. Dapat, we have to grow sustainably.
In support of the signing of the United Nations framework, the Department of Environment Resources and the Climate Change Commission spearheaded the signing of the Philippine Earth Day 2016 Covenant. It is the support of the private sector, people's organizations. They will set the stage for a nationally determined contribution roadmap to reduce the country's carbon emissions. A major priority is the reduction of fossil fuels and engage more renewable energy. A major concern is the climate change to the marginalized sectors of the country, its ill effects to food security and sufficient supply of clean water.
We had all or most of these commitments translated into our own policies and legislations. And all we need to do now is to see how these commitments get delivered to improve lives. All this may not mean much if you live in the middle of a vast ocean, whose home might one day disappear because of sea level rise. They may not mean much to many of our people who continue to suffer the consequences of the monster Yolanda disaster. Or if you are the farmer in Cotabato now, who could not grow anything because of searing drought and intensifying land degradation.
For the People's Television Network, this is Freddie Obando reporting.